What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and today I'm going to be going over how to pick the first trucking company, how to pick the company that you should start with in your trucking career. This video is for people who are not yet in the industry and they're just doing their research, trying to figure out where to begin, what do I need to know, what do I need to learn, what to expect. And I'm making this video just to kind of clear up some of those things and just to kind of give you some ideas of what to look for and how to choose that starter company, because it is vitally important. If you're going to have a long-lasting career in this industry, you should do your research before you begin. You shouldn't even go get a CDL. You shouldn't sign up with a company. You should do this first. That is why I'm making this video. So before you get your CDL, watch this video and stay tuned till the end. So, the steps to choosing the right starter company, okay? I am going to list out these steps that I believe are vitally important for you, somebody who is thinking about getting into the trucking industry, somebody who's not sure where to start, where to begin, blah, 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 right? Aside from just getting your CDL, really, before you even think about getting your CDL, you should kind of have an idea and do enough research, in my opinion, of, dude, where do you want to start? What company do you want to go to? What type of freight do you want to haul? Where do you want to haul it? And that's what I'm going to be going over in this video. So, number one, in my opinion, is figure out long-term, okay? Long-term, right? Figure out, do I want to drive local, regional, dedicated, or over the road? Which one do I want to do? Do I not mind being over the road? Do I not mind working 2 weeks at a time, getting 3 days off, or 2 days off, or whatever? Or do I want to be home on weekends? That would be more of an OTR thing. Or do I want to be home every night and off on weekends? That would be more of a local thing. You need to decide long term, do I want to be home? Do I want to be out on the road? Or, do I want to be home on weekends? Whatever. You get the gist of it. So I would figure out, number one, and I did figure this out, I decided to go over the road. And the reason I did that was because I wanted to get the experience necessary to go to companies that have great opportunity. A lot of the companies I wanted to go to, a lot of the opportunities that I wanted to have, these companies and these places required you to have a certain level of experience. Okay? So I chose to go over the road. And I'm still over the road now. I'm 2.5 years in. And I enjoy it, honestly. I enjoy over the road. Some people don't like it. Some people want to be home on weekends. I love running. I love trucking. I'm not even going to lie. I love it. Some people, they just do it as a job, and that's fine. It's just a way to pay bills. Not me, but hey, everybody's different in what they're using this business for. Everybody is different. So, again, I would choose what you want to do, local, regional, OTR, figure it out, The second thing, okay, definitely the second thing would be the division, okay? Which division of trucking do you want to be in? So, after you've decided whether I want to be local, regional, OTR, choose the division. Research the different divisions. So I'll give examples if you're totally new, you don't know anything about trucking. Okay, we got dry van, reefer, flatbed, okay, tanker, all kinds of different things, right? You could go to the oil fields eventually. You can drive construction, and really all of these different divisions, you can do all three things: local, regional, OTR, all of them, right? So just try to research which division you want to be in. And I think this is the number one most important thing, to be honest with you, because if you don't know what type of work, or if you can't get an idea before you go into a division of what kind of work you're going to be doing, if you can't figure that out, I mean, like you, for example, you may go into flatbed and think, man, they make really good money, you know, this is, but you're not ready for the kind of work that those guys have to do. I mean, flatbed drivers, they work hard, man. That is not, it's a lot of physical labor to work as a flatbed driver. You know, it's not the end of the world. If you have some work ethic, whatever, you can do it, you know. But if you don't want to do that kind of physical labor and get dirty and everything, then probably drive-in or reefer would be better for you. You know, and I'm just kind of using that as an example, right? Like, I'm in drive-in, but honestly, I don't mind switching over to another division. If I found the opportunity, I wouldn't mind doing that. So, you know, that's just me. But, you know, currently this company I'm with, it's drive-in free, but it's a good company, and, you know, I'm doing it really well. So, anyway, you know, choose the division, do your research on that. So after you have figured out whether you want to do local, regional, OTR, you know, I do want to address something though about the first thing about local, regional, OTR. A lot of times, if you do want to go local, okay, you may have to. It's not always the case. There's people that start out local right away. They start out local right away. But a lot of times, the good local job that you would want may require a year of experience at least, or 6 months. You know, they want you to at least get some experience doing at least regional or over the road, you know, before they hire you. And I'm talking about the good jobs, you know, the ones that pay really well, home every night, blah, 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 right? So, but that's just something that, you know, you should think about, okay? So, but starting off regional or whatever, that's not hard to do. You can go regional right out the gate. In most regional positions, you are legit, you know, you're home on weekends, so it's really not that bad. You do not have to do over the road. So I just wanted to address that. So anyway, back to after you've chosen the division, after you've decided local, regional, OTR, whatever, okay, after you've decided all that, the third thing I would do is, in the division that I have chosen, that I want to start out and give a try, in that division, I am going to look at and research 5 trucking companies, starter companies. They have schools, you know, they can train you to get your CDL through them. I would look at 5 companies, I would write them out, list them on a piece of paper, and I would list all the pros and cons of each company, okay? You know, because this decision, look, you're going to want to stick with whatever company you choose. You're probably going to have to stick with them for at least a year. So you might as well start somewhere that's halfway decent, okay? So list out the pros and cons of the 5 different companies, right? And then it'll be really as clear as day to you, honestly, when you do this. You'll be like, hey, I've researched 2 of them, and I already like these 2. And really, there's not much difference between these 2 companies, so I just need to narrow it down, right? And these are some things you need to ask yourself, okay, when you are writing, you know, and listing these companies out. These are just some basic things, right? You need to think about, where do they run? Where do they run? Do they run all 48 states? Do they run Midwest? Do they run Northeast, Southeast, you know, Northwest, Southwest? Where do they run, right? Okay, and are they a bigger company? Where do they have terminals? Do they have a terminal in my city? You gotta ask that, why? Why is that important? Do they have a terminal in my city? Like, if you're over the road, why is that important? Well, because getting home may be difficult if you choose a company that does not have a terminal in your area. It may be difficult. It's a lot harder to get home, usually, because they don't have a lot of freight that goes to that area. If they're a big company, they do not deliver to that area a lot, and that's why they don't have a terminal over there. So you need to think about that before you choose the company you go to, right? Now, if you're just somebody who wants to live in the truck and you're single, it really doesn't matter at that point, right? But if you've got to get home, think about that, right? Where do they run and where do they have terminals? Okay? Also, how much do they pay? What's their starter pay after I get through training and get my CDL and I'm solo? After that, what is their starter pay, right? That's important. What's their pay structure? How do you get paid? Not only paid by the mile, but safety bonuses, fuel bonuses, all of that stuff really matters. You don't just need to know how much you get paid per mile. That's not the only way truckers get paid. Okay? So, these are just some basic questions. What's the home time like, right? What is it? Is it out for a week, off a day, or is out for a week, off a day and a half, right? What's the vacation time? Do I get a week per, like after 1 year, you get 1 week. After 2 years, you get 2. Figure that out, right? Figure out, do they have health benefits? Do they have a 401k option? These are just some questions you have to ask, right? And just do the research. Look at all the different options. And look, for the most part, there's good and bad. You just have to know this. There's good and bad with every company, okay? And no matter which company you go to, you are going to have to put in the work. You can make great money in trucking. A lot of people down this industry. I am not one of those people. I love this business. It's an awesome opportunity for people, especially people that are down and out and need to change their life, right? So just understand though that you can make 6 figures in this business and more. There is no limit to what you can do in this industry, but you are going to have to do the work. As simple as that. If you run and you want to work, you will make great money and you can change your life, right? So just understand that while you're doing your research, okay? So that being said, list out all those things. Do your research. That's 3 things, right? So I'm going to go over it again. Number 1 is, do you want to be local, regional, OTR? Number 2, choose the division. Number 3, list out 5 different companies and then narrow those companies down to the top 2. And then you just have to make a decision because, again, like I said, what you will find out is out of all those 5 companies you list out, there's going to be a lot of similarities between them, okay? And it's just going to come down to all the different factors that I already laid out for you, okay? So, like I said, my name is Tyler Freed. This is the Living Freed channel. And if you liked this video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I will be pumping out more content in the future. God bless and good luck on your trucking future.